the 2K Sports pregame show.
I'm Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. This NBA season rocking right along, and we're loving every minute of it. And coming right up, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Los Angeles Clippers at Staples Center. Well, for the Clippers, they lost their first matchup against these guys. This, their final game against them in the regular season, looking to finish with a split. And let us talk, guys, about DeAndre Jordan. Incredible player, but if this game comes down to the wire, we might see the hacka, and I know you have some thoughts on this, big fella. And you don't even like us to call it the hacka, Shaq.
Yeah, because it didn't work. It definitely didn't work for me. So whoever they're hacking, call it them. We all know that free throws are part of the game, and it's a viable strategy. You know, he has improved on his free throws, but he is a liability in late game situations. But as long as he hits them when he needs to hit them, he'll be okay. He has to hit at least one.
Well, I think, if you're a dominant player like Shaq was, then the hacker Shaq doesn't work because he was so dominant in other areas. But certain guys, DeAndre now is starting to be dominant in other areas, so it's starting not to work as well. He's starting to increase his play and his scoring ability and his defense. So now the hacker Jordan doesn't have the same impact.
That'll wrap it up as we take you courtside. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. It's a single-game return to Los Angeles for the Clippers as they look for a boost from their home crowd. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks, that one in Milwaukee.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, I suppose that's right, but it still was heartbreaking. I mean, you hate to lose in OT, no matter how hard you played. You want to come out on top if you're going to play those extra minutes.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Brook Lopez is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Teague. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Holiday in a two-guard.
No doubt last year a bit of a loss for Paul George. I mean, had to sit out most of it after that gruesome leg injury in the Team USA scrimmage.
Now Holiday. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Lopez kicks to Holiday. Back to Lopez. It's stolen by Ibaka. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Here's George.
And we all know about Paul George and his injury while with Team USA. I mean, he has still said that he would consider playing international ball.
That one is off. Good on the second free throw. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Now here's Teague. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. For George to be eager to go back and represent the U.S. in international play is a brave move.
Yeah, I think, Kevin, a lot of it might be that he just wants to put that in the past and move on. And sometimes you do that best by confronting things head on. The only way to have that be the past is to keep playing for his country.
Jordan the screen. 5 on the clock. Shot from the top of the key. Hits the front of the rim and out. So the Bucks, their last game, a win against the Los Angeles Lakers.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Now here's Bledsoe. 9 points last game out. Stolen by Holiday. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop. And good on the basket. Book it.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
A nice shot by George.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Lopez has got his first basket of the night.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Screen by Ibaka. George double team off the screen, and Ibaka slams it in.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure. You're right.
I tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look a little too easy.
The wide open look here for Lopez. Shot is off. The Clippers go the other way with it. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
They played well enough to win that game. It really could have gone either way.
Yeah, you've got to play the entire 4 quarters. I mean, they played well for 3.5 quarters, and that's just not enough. You can't expect to win if you don't play a full game.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
And Middleton kicks to Holiday. It's hauled in by Paul George.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Well, Milwaukee last year became just the 9th team in NBA history to go from Greg being the worst in the league to a playoff team.
Unbelievable what they accomplished. And they had a tough matchup in the first round with the playoff season Bulls, however. Things didn't go well, but they did get some valuable experience from that effort.
Now here's Antetokounmpo after the miss from Serge Ibaka. Middleton can't get it to go.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
And that one's good. And it's 6 points for Paul George.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
T gets to Middleton. From 13, another miss by Middleton. Clippers trail by 4. The leaner. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
How about the leaner? Only the guys with the sweetest of strokes can pull that off in traffic.
Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Middleton. Outside, Antetokounmpo to stop the drought. And the rejection by Ibaka. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
This season, he has been absolutely locked in at the free throw line. How about 90%?
And I like the fact, guys, that those numbers have gone up since last season. I mean, he said free throw shooting was an area he was looking to improve, and he has.
And guys, Serge Ibaka's production was just a little off last season. We're not talking, big number changes. We're talking small dips in a number of categories.
Well, one category where he did really fall off, though, Kevin, was field goal percentage. A career 53% shooter, he dropped down to 47.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And getting back to Ibaka, everything changed for him the minute Kevin Durant was lost last season. I mean, defenses could focus on him, and he was the Thunder's only front court scoring threat. And as much as he's improved on offense, he still has neither the flexibility nor skill set to be a guy that can be considered a first or second option offensively.
Here's Teague. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Down low, got a piece of it, and stolen by Jordan. Here's Leonard, offensive rebound. Jackson passes to George. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Talking about Ibaka, last season was good for his growth. I mean, he got a taste of what it's like to be the first or second scoring option rather than an afterthought. Now it's up to him to take that experience and convert it into improvement.
They get it back. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And Gia, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
And it's George missing. Fast break, Milwaukee on up the court. Here's Middleton. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Now just a one-point Clipper lead.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Outside Leonard. Goes up on the wing. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And the Clippers lead by 3.
You look at his stats. He's just 2 for 8. That's not a pretty percentage, folks. That's 25%. Not good.
Here's Holiday. Can't hit. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Outside Jackson. Jordan high post. Leonard draws the double from past the arc. Jackson misses. Bucks trail by 3. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Lots of room. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Leonard, that's for 2. Again, the Clippers. Timeout called, the Bucks. DeAndre Jordan has been extremely productive over 7 years. That makes it even more unbelievable that there was some question, Clark, as to his commitment to basketball coming into the league.
Yeah, on talent and athleticism alone, he would have been a top 10 pick for sure, but he slipped to the second round, and he's made good on it, though.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Bargnani has checked in for Jordan. Batum comes in for Serge Ibaka. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Paul George. Mayo, that's good.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
And watching DeAndre Jordan, he's really refined his game over the years without losing the athleticism. He's that rubbery, long-limbed athlete that transcends age. And so far, I've seen zero drop-off in his leaping ability and quickness, but no question he's improved his skills and IQ.
And here is Teague after Reggie Jackson was able to get the triple. The Bucks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
He's off on the first. And the second free throw, good. And so here are the Clippers, leading by 5. Pass to Smith. Deflects the pass. Leonard dishes to Batum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Jackson. A three-pointer off the mark. Bucks trail by 5. Time now for an injury report. Let's get an update now on George. Doris, what's his status?
Well, guys, I had a moment to catch up with the head athletic trainer for Los Angeles. It doesn't seem like too drastic of an injury. We're into the heart of the season now, and that's the last thing this team wanted to hear. That's going to make their winter just a little bit longer, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
And almost for every player, it's inevitable. I mean, injuries are going to happen no matter how well you take care of yourself.
And let's just hope the rehab process doesn't drag on any longer than it has to.
Now Smith, after the missed three from Reggie Jackson. At the elbow, Batum. Outside for Jackson. Bargnani sets the screen for Jackson. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Jackson's got 5.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the first. Mayo against Smith. Feeds to Bargnani. Shoots the 3. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That is his first foul of the game. Bucks trail by 5. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Shot by Mayo is no good.
Boy, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide-open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. Batum sets a screen for Leonard. Shot off the pick. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Clippers have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
Kawhi Leonard at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throw. Beautiful to watch.
T. No good. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And Serge Ibaka, becoming known for his shooting ability now, he talked about the confidence his teammates and his coach instilled in him. Well, if you wonder how much difference a coach can make for a player, there it is, huh?
You heard it in Serge's voice, too. That confidence has already been planted in him. That voice telling him, shoot the ball, is now in his own head. He's going to be just fine.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
They're just very aggressive on the offensive side of the ball, attacking the rim in this first quarter. A lot of trips to the free throw line.
Taking full advantage of playing at home, and the fans have really helped them here.
They've got Smith. Paul George is out there at Bledsoe. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter.
And still, I don't know that anyone can define what Giannis's position is. It's kind of still up in the air. I mean, he's played mostly on the wing a season ago, and thus far, maybe that could end up being the best fit.
Now, here's George. 23 points for him the last game against Detroit.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
No good from outside. Prior to last season, Giannis was experimenting with the point guard position for stretches during the summer league.
Well, you know, Kevin, he's just the type of guy whose size and length really allow him to guard every position.
True. Here's George following the basket by Chris Middleton. George passes to Bledsoe. 6 on the shot clock. Off target with his 3. Milwaukee in the lead. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. You talk about players who don't get a lot of recognition that probably deserve some. For me, Chris Middleton, Clark.
He's at the top of the list in that regard for me too, Kevin. I mean, really a revelation for the Bucks the last couple of years. He's a really good all-around forward who can do everything well.
All right now, gentlemen. 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And Middleton has improved every year as well. Added the 3-point shot after the rookie season, which made him very tough to deal with offensively.
Middleton hits them both.
And for Middleton, adding that 3-point shot was huge. I mean, not only can he keep teams honest outside, but he hits over 40% of his shots from beyond the arc.
Now here's Bledsoe. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Smith for 3. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Smith's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle, spreading it around.
Holiday dishes to Middleton. Pulls up on the elbow. Another miss by Middleton. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Lopez with the steal. And Holiday with a clear path to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup. Holiday's got 6.
How's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, no hesitation at all taking that one to the basket. Beautifully done.
Dishes it to George. The jump hook. The rebound by Holiday. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's a 4-point Milwaukee lead.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Now, here is George. He's got 10.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Mayo, that's good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here is Bledsoe. Following the basket by O.J. Mayo. George with no one around. From beyond the arc and then some. George has got 13 points.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
Now here is Holiday. He has 6. Back to Antetokounmpo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Here is Bledsoe. Screened by Ibaka. Bledsoe kicks to Ibaka. No good with the triple.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Mayo left side. Shoots the 3. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Smith with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Smith against Holiday. Puts one up from 19. The Clippers keep it alive. There's the bucket. Good.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
The Clippers shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
Jordan no good on the free throw. And guys, the Greek Freak really improved his numbers across the board last season. Giannis was up in every measurable category except three-point percentage.
He's really improved his shooting, though, overall. The 3 ball still eludes him a little bit here and there. But what I like, Kevin, is his aggressiveness. That's what's making the difference in his game right now.
Here's Bledsoe. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Threw it down with authority.
Oh, he can really fly. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too, and you've got an easy 2 points.
And able to just play well above the rim. I mean, that makes this guy so dangerous when he's in the game.
No one near Smith as he lets it go. The quick look, no good that time. Antetokounmpo passes to Holiday. The shot by Middleton, wide open. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 6 assists here tonight. Clippers trail by 6. Bledsoe with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Left side, Ibaka. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2. Bucks leading by 4. Timeout called, the Bucks. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jason Kidd was saying to his team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Antetokounmpo. Their offense is most effective, Coach said, when he is most involved. And they're looking for total involvement from him for the rest of this game. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
Thanks again, Doris. Now here's Middleton. A 20-point game for him in the win against the Lakers. 9 feet out. Lopez, no up. Clippers trail by 4. Bledsoe dishes to Jordan. Lopez against Smith. Bledsoe outside. No good on the triple. Bucks leading by 4. And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. Middleton inside the three-point line. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Right now, they've got that field goal percentage up in the low 50s.
Putting it together offensively, looking to build some more momentum.
Now here's Bledsoe. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Nice shot by Smith.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Pass to Portis. There's the triple. The shot misses. So the Clippers will take it the other way. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Now the feed to Smith. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Bledsoe kicks to George. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Lopez, a screen on George. Puts up a 3. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 3. Bledsoe passes to Ibaka. Misses from short range.
And Coach Doc Rivers wears multiple hats for this organization. Not only is he the head coach, but also in charge of all basketball operations, really the leader in a lot of ways for this team.
And that one's good by Lopez.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Outside, George. Middleton against Bledsoe. Launches a 3. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. There's no reason for these big men to shy away from contact on the inside because when they get to the foul line, you can see the success they've been having in the past month. Serge Ibaka is second.
And a lot of these big men take the confidence they have in the paint straight to the free throw line with them. I mean, that makes them very hard to handle.
It really does. I mean, defenders have to be a little more cautious than they would be ordinarily. Hack one of these fellas, and they'll cash in.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Bargnani is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Leonard comes in for Serge Ibaka. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Smith. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Henson with the screen. Holiday. And too long on the shot. Clippers trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
The 3 from George. Great D that time from T.
Kevin, I'll tell you, his three-point shot has looked awful here in the second quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of his slump, but he needs to give it a rest and try something else.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficient.
And here's Leonard. Following the 3 from Drew Holiday.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside for Jackson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Teague dishes to Holiday. Wide open. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got 6 assists in the game.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Last year, a good one for Jeff Teague, Clark. He was a first-time All-Star in this league.
He's a pick-and-roll technician, so good in reading the defense as he operates from that spot on the floor. He was really the catalyst for what was a really efficient offense for the Hawks.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Jeff Teague, a real speed merchant. I mean, very tough to stay in front of. He can put you on skates, blow by, and get right to the rim.
Clippers trail by 10.
And guys, Jeff Teague, an attack guard. He's just an average three-point shooter, but he gets to the free throw line in bunches, shoots at a high percentage, and has really revolved, I think, into one of the elite point guards in the league.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition. Well, you know that Kawhi Leonard has an incredible reach with his arms, but even his hands are just massive, measured at 10 inches long and 11 inches wide. Wow.
Now George. Jeff Teague missing from long range. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here's Teague. 1:53 left in the first half. Well, to give some perspective on Leonard's hand size that Greg was talking about, Clark, those measurements, 11 by 10, are what you typically would find on 7-footers. Well, this kid's 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, and I'm 6'9", and I'm about 9 by 7, okay?
Huh.
So that just lets you know.
Wow.
The only other hands comparable to that, Dr. J.
Ooh, yes, huge. Here's George after the basket by Milwaukee. The rebound by Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. There's the pick. Double team on Holiday. Teague with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Parker kicks to Holiday. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from 14. They get it again. Henson the pass to Holiday. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
He feeds it to Bargnani, and there's the pass to Batum. George dishes to Leonard. From 15 feet away, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Leonard's got 5 points now this quarter.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Holiday inside the line. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. And that's 13 points for Drew Holiday.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
And George, here we go. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Milwaukee gets called for the foul. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Good on both. Teague. Shot is no good. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Bucks lead by 7. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Doc, what happened there in the first half?
Well, we missed shots, turned the ball over, second shots. I really think what's disappointing is our bad offense is dictating our bad defense right now.
Doc, appreciate it. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, Doris, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. What a game it's been for Drew Holiday. He had 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. After missing last game, it was clearly evident he wanted to make his mark tonight. Shaq, let's get your take on Milwaukee.
The field goal percentage was off the Chisnarts, Ernie. Let me rewind it. The field goal percentage was off the charts, Ernie. It was well planned, well executed. They took very few bad shots, and that needs to be the focus from here on out. More smart basketball, don't try to do too much, and open the door for a comeback.
Kenny, what's your take on the Clippers?
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
So that does it for us. Hope you enjoyed our halftime show. Now, we take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half call.